Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Now. Welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video because I'm about to get into everything you guys need to know in order to start a YouTube channel in 2023 and actually make money from it. And to everybody who's already subscribed and returning to this channel, thank you guys so much. I love y'all all. I feel like it's a lot of videos going around on YouTube right now talking about how you can start a YouTube channel and how you can grow your YouTube channel, but they're not really dropping the tea. In this video, I'm going to share with you guys everything that I personally would have done if I were to be starting a YouTube channel in 2023 and share some of the things I have learned since being on YouTube for 4 years. If you guys haven't already watched my video where I was just telling you guys how you can actually earn passive income online in 2023, I'll include a card up here for you guys to go and click and watch that video, because starting a YouTube channel was one of the 7 ways that you can actually start to earn passive income, create a little side hustle, or start to earn some extra income on top of your already existing. Whoever commented below on that video and asked for this video is for you. Shout out to you. I have a lot to get through, you guys. Y'all already know how I do this. I got my journal. I've got pages on pages on pages of all the tea that I'm about to get into with y'all. So get y'all notepad, get y'all pen and paper. Let's go ahead and jump. Starting with phase 1. Phase 1 is going to be our research phase. Just like with any business venture or anything that you're starting that you actually want to earn some money from, you kind of want to sit down and do your research on it and figure out what the purpose for you actually want to do said thing is. Later down the line, if you start to lose motivation or you aren't really sure where you're headed with this specific business venture or goal, you actually have a purpose or a why for why you're starting. Stage 1 is going to be research and purpose. And the very first thing that I would have done, ask myself, why am I starting a YouTube channel, or what do I want to be starting a YouTube channel for? It's super easy to get distracted and get like a little bit off course when you are working towards a goal. So if you have a why, you'll focus on that, and that way you have actual steps that can follow along with your why and your purpose. When you just loosely come up with a business idea, or you loosely say, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. Okay, we all want to start a YouTube channel, but what are you going to do to actually monetize that YouTube channel or get that YouTube channel to start creating some income, you know? So what is your why? What is your purpose? And start there first. Don't just say, I want to start a YouTube channel. Why? Okay, that's the key. That's the T, period. If your why is because you saw somebody else doing it, cut that out. That's not a good why. You need to have a why that's specific to you, so that way when you are down on yourself and when you're feeling unmotivated or when you're lacking the confidence, you can resort to that why and that purpose. I'll give you an example. Part of my why coming into 2023 for this YouTube channel is to not only inspire, encourage, and motivate other entrepreneurs, but I also want to inspire, motivate, and encourage people to be their authentic selves in all ways, to embrace their spirituality, to tap into other ways of being, and to flow, just all around flow, right? And embracing your divinity. Those are like my whys. So when I think about that why, I'm able to come up with my content ideas, my whole overall channel aesthetic. So everything that I'm doing starts off with the why. We're going to get into some examples so I can give you guys more specific ideas and ways that you can use your why to fuel your creative ideas. Some really good examples of a why for starting a YouTube channel are, you want to be famous, okay? Y'all want to be famous, y'all want to be influencers, and you want to make money from posting anything you want to post. That is your why. So everything you do following that why is going to be motivating you or encouraging you to create the content based on becoming famous and being an influencer. Another reason why you could start a YouTube channel, this reason kind of resonates with me, because another reason why I wanted to start a YouTube channel is I wanted to have a very successful online business, and I wanted my sales to come from the video content that I was making on YouTube. If you're not a small business owner, you don't have a business, starting a business and using YouTube as a key to getting customers to attract to your website may not be your why. So that's what I'm saying. Pick a why that's very specific to you. This why is going to be very different from the person who, who wants to be a famous influencer or a vlogger, fashion, lifestyle content creator, things like that. And then another good reason or a why for starting a YouTube channel could be you want another way to generate revenue very easily, or easily, I will say. So if that is your why, you're obviously going to have a different metric for success than someone who's doing YouTube because they want to have traffic coming to their business. You guys are totally in a different realm. That's why I say your why is very specific to you. You can't just watch other creators and say, oh, I'm going to do that because she's doing it, because then you're not doing what you want to do, which means when you lose focus or when you're not motivated, you don't know why you're doing it. So why are you doing it? You're going to give up and your YouTube channel will fail. It just will be a short-lived thing. So if you want long-term success and you want to actually see success in your YouTube channel, find your why and find your purpose. That is step number 1. Now that we've discussed our why and our purpose, we can move on to step number 2. If I was just starting a YouTube in 2023, I will go ahead and say that determining what success looks like for you is going to be something that's important to take note of, or journal, or write down, or just even think about, even if you just take a second to think about it. Because like I was just saying previously, like looking at other people's success is going to knock you off of your game. If you're automatically going into comparing yourself to someone else, you're never going to really see what your success could look like or what success means to you. So we'll take our previous 3 examples and we'll go through what success could look like for those people who are starting their channel. If I'm starting a YouTube channel because I want to be a content creator, I want to be an influencer, and I'm kind of looking to get my numbers up. Like I want my following to be very large. I want to start getting brand deals just from posting, like things like that. Success to me looks like a very large subscriber count. Like I want to get subscribers. My goal here, my why, is to be attracting subscribers, not just views. I want subscribers. I want to be famous. So I want to have millions of people watching me. I want to have millions of people following me, millions of people dedicated to just my life. You know what I mean? That is what success looks like to you. Now that success is very, very different from somebody who is like myself, was starting a YouTube channel because I have a business and I want to generate the traffic from my YouTube channel to my business and vice versa. Success to that person starting a small business and trying to get sales in their business and use those views to actually convert to a sale. Success to them is going to look like, okay, if I only get like 200 views on this video, it's fine. As long as I get 5 sales a day, or if I get 2 sales a month, or whatever it is that you need to meet that goal that you're looking for as far as revenue goes, then that is what success looks like to you, okay? Those are 2 different metrics for success. And then using that 3rd example, you want to start a YouTube channel because you want to have a side hustle and you want to have some extra money coming in. Success to you looks like having a very, very good CPM rate. And what CPM is on YouTube is basically the amount of money that YouTube pays you per 1,000 views. Here's an example of what a CPM could look like. This is based on my channel, so on whatever video it is that I'm publishing, this is what YouTube will pay me per 1,000 views, right? That's going to be different for every video or for every person who's making a YouTube video. So your metric of success is going to look like getting a high CPM so that every time you get 1,000 views, you're earning a large amount of money per 1,000 views because you're trying to get some extra money on the side. That is all different. They're all unique to each individual. And the more you focus on your success, the less distracted you will be and tempted to be like, oh, I'm not doing very well because this person over here got 1 million subscribers in 6 months and I only got, well, maybe you ain't focused on subscribers and maybe you don't really want to have all them subscribers. Maybe you just want to make a sale or 2. So it's very, very important, y'all. I wish I had known that when I started, but I'm telling y'all and I'm putting y'all on. So now that we know that, let's continue. It's a lot of questions that you guys need to be asking yourself during this research phase because this is going to eliminate some of the frustration, stress, and just overall overthinking later in the game where we're talking about actually planning our content ideas. What do I film? Where do I film? All those things. The second thing that you really need to ask yourself is like, what are you passionate about? What are your passions? Like I was saying in that previous example, if you have a passion for creating food content, you really love to film good eats, you like to cook, you like to show different meal plans for a specific diet plan, like being vegan or something like that, you're passionate about teaching people how to have a healthier diet, how to eat green, and how to strictly eat plant-based, right? That's your passion. Once you take that passion, write that down and take note of why you're passionate about that. Once you do that, you guys, I'm telling you, the amount of ideas and content and different things that you can talk about, film, create, just based on your passion, you're constantly going to have something to talk about. You're constantly going to have an idea. You're constantly going to have motivation. You're constantly going to have inspiration. Your business will likely just succeed based off of that. That's any business, not just YouTube, right? The reason why I suggest really having a passion for what it is that you're doing with your YouTube channel is YouTube is not easy at all because it's a very tedious task to actually run a successful YouTube channel. But when you have a genuine passion for what it is that you're doing, you're naturally just going to attract more success because your passion is fueling your drive to keep going, to put out good content, and to create. So that's why I say don't ever copy anybody. Continue to be you, be authentic, do the things that work for you, and keep honoring your identity and your individuality because holding on to those things and showing your personality is going to differ you from somebody over there that could be doing the same thing as you, but people are vibing with you, connecting with you because they like you. So focus on you. You. It's YouTube. It's not them tube, they tube, we tube. It's YouTube. And personally, I just think that being authentic and being real it's just part of your individuality. So part of being authentic and real will help you to attract the people that actually are meant for your channel. Like you could be attracting somebody else's viewers by trying to behave like someone else. And then when you get tired of that faking or when you get tired of putting on that facade every time you hop on a video, you're going to start to lose followers and people are going to start to feel like they're not really sure who you are. Or if you switch niches later down the line or whatever the case may be, people will still vibe with you because they know your personality. They know that this is you and who they're watching they have a genuine connection with. That's why I say find your passion and stick to just being yourself. And personally, part of my success has come from being my authentic self, being very down to earth and sharing things the way that I feel like they should be shared. I'm not trying to give you guys advice based on how somebody else conveys it, because this is my opinion, this is my experience, and I feel like the way that I'm able to share things, people actually are receptive to it. And so being my genuine self on the channel has actually created success for me. So that's why I always encourage people to just be themselves. There's nothing wrong with being yourself. So take that with you and do what you will. And just to piggyback off of what I just said, your why and your whatever your passion for starting may not be your passion for where you're, or may not be where you end up. It's okay to shift. It's okay to transform. It's definitely okay to evolve. If you guys are paying attention to my content, then you're noticing that there's a shift in direction that I'm trying to go with the channel. And it's just based off the things that are going on in my personal life. So if you haven't already, watch some of my visual diary vlogs so you guys can get caught up to, I don't want to say the new me, but the me that you guys don't see. So it's okay to change your niche later down the line or change your why, but find something that resonates with you at this moment and focus on that. So the third thing that you guys want to do is to find your target audience. I know you guys are probably seeing target audience being said everywhere, or anytime you're starting a business or doing anything that you're trying to generate income with or to successfully build. You do need to find like that one target audience or that persona of a person that you are trying to talk to. You're a content creator, so ask yourself, who am I creating the content for? Who's the ideal person that I want to scroll across this video, like, comment, share, and or purchase a product from me or share this video with other people? Who is that person? You want to figure out things like their age, their demographic, their location, maybe even how much money they make, a specific persona or a specific profile of an individual who you are trying to attract. So when you have your content ideas coming up, you're going to be able to like think about, okay, I'm making this video of how to make a YouTube channel in 2023, but who am I talking to? The persona or the individual or target audience that I have for this video is small business owners or anyone trying to make a side hustle or get like passive income, or anybody who is an entrepreneur. Like anybody who wants to make money will be attracted to this video because it's about making money using YouTube specifically. So that is the persona or target audience for this specific video. The more you do that and the more you study this persona, the easier to generate content will be, because you know who you're talking to, you know why you're talking to them, you got a passion for talking to them, so everything will just flow. I realized that having a who or a person that you're talking to makes content creation very easy. It's better to talk to someone than to talk to everyone, because it gets a little bit overwhelming and you can actually burn yourself out. Stick to one specific audience when you begin, and you should see your channels begin to like grow a little bit quicker. And another thing that I learned is that niching down is not a thing. Okay, we are not niching down in 2023. You can do all the things, you can create all the different types of content that you want to create, as long as you have a why and a passion for why you're making that content. Do everything, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Creating content for a specific person is easier is because you're actually going to be able to create a community surrounding your content, and then those viewers will attract other viewers who are similar in age, demographic, location, money, and then you'll create like a flow of the same type of person coming to your channel, and your audience can like build a little bit quicker. This is especially useful if your goal is to monetize your channel very quickly. Create the content for it, and I'm telling you right now, that works. I'm not saying niche down. I'm saying focus on the person who you're making the content for. When I first started this channel, most of the people who were watching the videos are like other entrepreneurs or people trying to grow their small business, or just somebody who's interested in starting a cosmetic business. And a lot of you guys who are watching this video are probably interested in starting a channel because you're looking to like grow your business in some kind of way. That doesn't mean that that audience or that persona is the persona that I'm always going to have, because you're able to switch, you're able to grow and change. It's just if you're trying to grow your channel, which having that one persona has worked for me. I gained over 50,000 subscribers within a year. So if you hear from me making like packaging order videos and doing my cosmetic business, but you're watching this video, thank you for being here, because I feel like it's easier to connect the community when you actually connect with your community. Grab yourself a journal or go to the dollar store and buy yourself a dedicated journal to my YouTube channel journey or my YouTube channel. You just want to have somewhere where you're keeping all of your different goals, all of the different visions that you have for your business, all the different content ideas you come up with, and someplace where you can track your progress, okay? Another thing that I would have done if I was just now starting is create like a vision board specifically for my YouTube channel. We already know how effective vision boards can be when you're manifesting a goal or when you're trying to accomplish something and put that visual in your mind. You have to see it, believe it, okay? Everything that you do can come to you if you actually believe in it. But with doing YouTube, I feel like it's easy to get distracted with seeing so many other people doing so many different things and doing so many similar things to each other that you'll lose focus of what it is that you are doing. So if you can, get a journal, start like a vision board using Canva or something, and make create the lifestyle, create the why using visuals to help you like stay focused and not get distracted from what it is that you are doing with this YouTube channel. Let's go back to that example that we were talking about in the beginning where I said your reason or your why for starting your YouTube channel is you want to be an influencer. You just want to get Instagram famous, YouTube famous, or just be famous online, period. So if that is your why and that's your goal, that's perfectly fine. But if you were to actually start to create a vision board for that why, and you create the lifestyle that you want to have with those why and those goals, you can see, okay, I'm doing these videos because this is where I want to go. I've envisioning the place that I want to be. I see my luxury condo. I got my brand new G-Wagon. I got all of these bags. I'm taking trips. I'm financially free. I'm getting paid just to post. Like, that's okay. That's your why. You want to be a social media influencer. But if you make this really nice vision board with all of these different images on it, I feel like the manifestation, the power of see it, believe it, see it, believe it will have, it'll create like this energetic flow. Like you'll be in that energy. You'll be doing the actions behind what you're trying to get to. And then you're constantly like affirming, I am here. This is where I'm going. This is what YouTube is doing for me, or this is what I'm doing YouTube for. So get y'all a vision board or get y'all a journal and start to write what you want to do with this and how you're going to get there. Have like a timeline or a time by when you want to have this said lifestyle or when you want your why to be achieved with your YouTube channel growth. Actually put that time onto your journal. Say, I want to monetize my channel by July of 2023. You got about 6 months to monetize your channel. So everything that you're doing from this day forward, you have that goal in mind. By July of 2023, I want to have this channel monetized. And I just feel like having a number or having a date or a deadline kind of put the battery in your back. Like, okay, I got to get it done by this time. So I have to stay consistent and I have to keep working. And I know that's something that works for me. That's something I definitely would have done had I had just started. So let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. Alright, so the next thing I gotta tell y'all is this the tea. This what the girls not putting out there because nobody really want to talk about this, but I'm telling y'all right now. Stop watching those videos of girls saying, or anybody saying, you have to niche down. And we did loosely talk about this earlier in this video, but it's one of the like worst pieces of advice that I have gotten since I've started YouTube, because I feel like once you niche down or once you stick or niche, is it niche? I feel like it's niche. I've been saying niche this whole video. Once you niche down, it kind of becomes a little bit repetitive and doing the same type of content every day. For me, it kind of got a little bit annoying myself because I was like, I want to do something different. Like there's way more to me than just, packing orders and shipping orders and packing orders and teaching people how to run their business and teaching people how to run their business. All those things are okay when you're in the growth stage. Like I definitely will say that having a specific niche in the beginning or niche in the beginning was beneficial because I grew a very close-knit audience, and I'm thankful and I'm grateful for everybody that I've connected with through doing those type of videos. However, it is okay to not have one interest. It's okay to not want to do one thing. I feel like we limit ourselves to our creativity when we only focus on one thing. So my advice to you is to not watch those videos telling you to niche down. And every hobby and passion doesn't have to become like a business, or doesn't have to become a job, or doesn't have to become something that you're trying to make money from. Passions and hobbies are passions and hobbies for a reason, you guys. It's something that you just enjoy doing. I do want to say that sometimes it's okay to just keep your hobby as a hobby and keep your passion as a passion and not turn it into an actual business. And take your hobby and you can just film your day in your life vlog. You can just pick up your camera and film everything that you're doing throughout your week. Or if you're a college student and you have a very busy week because you got college and classes all day, and after school you go do your gym sessions, then you work at a nail salon after, so you have a very fixed schedule, but you're doing different things throughout your day, and you want to take people along doing that vlog. That's interesting, and that can vary from day to day or from vlog to vlog. So it's like you'll find more creativity and more ways to like switch it up a bit when you're doing things like that. But definitely don't just niche down if you don't want to, you guys. Like, do all the things, see what works for you, see what drives the most traffic, see what audience actually sticks, and then stick to that. It's okay to begin and not know what type of content you want to create. It's fine. It's totally fine. I also do feel like niching down is kind of like holding yourself back, because that perfectionist mindset, or the mindset where you have to have one specific thing that you're focusing on or that you're good at, it's a blockage. It's going to create a blockage. Your creativity and the flow of what you are creating might be blocked because you feel like this is what you have to be sticking to. This is what every piece of content has to base itself around. And that's just I'm going to just say, just don't do that to yourself, because as a content creator, it's the creator. You create life and you create art from many different forms. So don't limit yourself and don't hold yourself back based on perfectionism, because Perfectionism is overrated, baby. This says the one who just can't do things unless they're perfect. Virgo energy. The who and the why for running your YouTube channel or starting your YouTube channel is the most important thing to focus on when you're doing your research. The what you're doing or the what you're creating, that can wait, or that will follow after you actually master your who and your why, you know. So just, I've been saying the same thing, but just don't limit yourself and don't hold yourself back. Create a strong foundation, get a strong community, connect with people on your channel, and your what will come to you. Trust me, trust your intuition. It's a YouTube search engine to do some of your market research, and this is a part of the research phase that I wish that I had actually done myself. And I do think that it would have been helpful because I would have been able to see what the demand for with the type of content that it is that I wanted to create, and what other people are doing and how it's working for them. And it would have just been a lot easier for me to determine whether or not this topic is worth pursuing or whether or not I need to find something that's different. So with the YouTube search engine, all you have to do, find your topic, type it into the YouTube search bar with the keyword. You want to use a specific keyword to look at other creators' views to subscriber ratio. So if I'm searching how to make a YouTube channel in 2023 and I'm seeing a video that has 50,000 views and their subscriber count is only 4,000 or something like that, I'm going to know that that specific video is like trending or it's a hot topic to talk about, because that content creator is actually getting a lot of views and they don't have as many subscribers. So that is something that you can focus on, and you can use that to help you figure out whether or not you should jump on that and then start to create content similar to that with your own unique touch. You guys, don't copy. Never copy anybody. I've already said that, but it's just a really good way to like do some research and get some information before you start just pumping out content loosely, you know what I mean? This is especially useful if your goal is to monetize your channel very quickly, because you could do a video today talking about how to start your YouTube channel in 2023 and your video could just go viral. The quality of your video, the audio, the way that you deliver, how people connect with you, the way that you engage with your audience, like that video could be the one video that you make that actually continues to build and grow your channel. I'll give you an example. A few years ago, I think 2 years ago now, I did a video talking about how to create a rose facial oil for your skin, and like it was a cosmetic video. It was very detailed. It was my first video like doing a tutorial of how to make a product, and as you can see, that video is probably like the most popular video on this channel today. It has generated me the most views on this channel, and it really helped to accelerate the growth of this channel. So sometimes doing this research up front will help you, especially if your goal is to monetize quickly or if you want to start creating subscriber counts very quickly. Okay, so after you've looked at other competitors' videos and you've looked at the content that they're creating, how successful or unsuccessful their video is, now is the time to get out your notepad or get out your notes on your phone and watch those videos and take very thorough notes on how their video is done. So take notes on what their thumbnail would look like. Was it the thumbnail that made you click it? Like, what is it about that video that made you engage with it? Was it how their thumbnail looked? It was super attention grabbing. It was something that made you want to click it. Was it their really catchy title? Did they have a title that just made you feel like this is going to be the video that helps me to grow my YouTube channel? Was it the way that they engage with their audience? Was it how, when you click the video, is it their editing style? Do you like the way that they edit their videos? Is it the aesthetic? You know, what is it about that video that kept you watching it? So I would take note of all of those positive things about this video and how they were able to gain such traffic or so many views from this video. And once you've done that, now these are things that you can think about when you go in to create that topic or when you go in to film that video. Okay, this worked, this worked, this worked. This is what I liked about this video. But on the flip side of that, after you've done the things that you like, you also gotta kind of like critique the video and tell or write down what it is that you felt was missing from the video, or what did this video lack that I can add to the video? How can I put my little twist on this and give this a better edge, or give my content unique perspective, or give the viewers that I'm creating content for my voice? Like, how can I make this video better? And what I like to do, y'all, I'm giving y'all all the tea, I'm giving y'all my secrets. What I like to do is like go into the comments of their video, and it's okay to do this. It's all public information. It's better, actually. What I like to do is, I think of it as like I'm helping that content creator, because maybe they won't get around to doing this, but I like to go into the comments of said video, and if someone says like, oh, your audio was low, or oh, I couldn't really understand you, you were speaking too fast, or I saw you do a step here, but I kind of missed what you did following that. Could you do that again, or could you explain how you did that? So like these are critiques that the viewer is giving that content creator. So whether or not they address it or respond to it or make another video updating is up to them, but you can take those things and you can write down those things so that when you go create your video, you know, okay, make sure my quality is crisp, make sure my audio is very good, make sure that I'm going very detailed through all these steps, and make sure that they are able to understand what it is I'm talking about. So this is going to give you like a competitive edge and like it's just going to give you an advantage over your competitors if we're thinking of it that way. Because this is marketing, y'all. We're talking about marketing now. Yes, everybody who's in the same niche as you or niche as you is a potential competitor. So you do want to have a way to strategize so that your videos are getting viewed more, if not the same amount as this video. So that's my little tea, and that's something that I've really worked with, and I think that it has been really helpful for me in creating content that works. Alright, you guys, now I have to talk a little bit lower because my baby just went to sleep and I don't want to wake her up. So I think this is tip number 7. Tip number 7 is to don't get caught up in analysis paralysis. As a Virgo, I tend to do this like to the extreme. So I will think, I will research, I will study, I will plan, and I will do everything so methodically and like detailed that it's almost to the point where I can't even start to put the action behind it because I'm doing so much I'm doing way too much researching and not enough actionable steps towards this goal. You know what I mean? And there's where the perfectionism comes in. So it's going to take you some time to figure out your why for why you're doing your channel. It might take a week or so, but honestly, if you really focus on this, get that journal that I told you and like really sit down for a few hours and focus on your goals, your why, what the content is that you want to create and things like that. You can actually figure that stuff out within 24 to 48 hours, y'all, no lie. So if you're dedicated to it, I would say give yourself a week tops, but don't spend over a week sitting there thinking, researching, planning, overthinking, overanalyzing, and not actually starting. The success that you're going to see is going to come from the actionable steps that you're taking. It's not going to come from over planning, and honestly over planning, because sometimes like you'll talk yourself out of doing something because you just feel like you don't know enough, or it's not perfect, or what if I do this differently, or how can I like stop all that. Give yourself a week tops to think about this, you guys. You can start this channel in the month of January and actually start to see success if you are serious about it. So just don't get caught up in analysis paralysis. Do take your time, but don't take too much time. Start. This is your sign to start. If I was just starting, I would definitely say like spend more time in this research phase, like planning your content versus coming up with your why and your goals and stuff like that. Like, yes, think about those things. I'm not saying that. Running a YouTube channel is so tiring, it's so time consuming that you at least want to have the content planned before you start to film, edit, post, and all those things. So the moment that you figure out your why and your goals and your who, all those things, start planning some content. I would recommend at least plan out 5 videos, you guys. The reason why I say 5 videos is because this will give you like a flow. This will give you something. You pretty much have a month worth of content if you have 5 videos. Because as a small YouTuber, I do think that we should all be posting at least once a week. Once a week is pretty decent for somebody who's just starting. But planning at least 5 videos will give you less stress in the long haul, because after you post your first video and you feel like, ooh, okay, I got my first video up here. Now you're probably going to be sitting there like, okay, well, what do I do next? Like, what video should I be doing next? And now you're overthinking, overplanning, over-researching. You're repeating all these steps again. So the second that you have your who and your why, start to plan at least 5 videos, the content, where you want to film this video, how you want to film this video, and get it on paper or use some sort of software or something to actually like write out exactly what it is you want to talk about. And you're going to feel more established. Like, I think it's better to present a channel that has a couple of videos on it already, as opposed to putting one video out and then being like, oh, hey everybody, like come subscribe to my channel, like come follow me on YouTube. I think that goes the same thing for like starting a business. I always recommend at least having 5 products, because it just will make your store look more established. And when we're building a trusting relationship with people online, it's kind of hard to do that unless they see proof of your seriousness. So definitely plan out 5 videos and get those scripted out before you just post one video and then forget about YouTube altogether. Okay, so moving on. You want to download and utilize some very useful tools to help you track your progress and actually like grow your channel very quickly. So I would recommend using this app called, I think it's YouTube Tracker. I'll put this app on the screen. This is something that I did when I first started this channel, and it was so helpful to me. So I'm definitely recommending everybody right now in the comments, download this app, because the moment that you are starting to see your progress with, you know, getting your 1,000 subscribers and your 4,000 watch hours, and you see that number going up consistently, it's like, I'm almost there. I'm almost monetized. I'm almost about to make this money.